Any kind of organ or tissue donation, it's kind of a two-sided story. That story usually starts with tragedy because someone's got to pass before organs and tissues can be donated. At the end of that story usually ends in kind of a miracle, right, with patients being able to see again. And the eye bank is the bridge between those two.
Southern Eye Bank has been around since 1947. And since then, we have provided over 40,000 corneal transplants. Our goal is to help preserve the gift of sight.
Last year in South Louisiana, there were almost 700 families that said yes to cornea donation, giving sight to almost 1,000 people.
We contact donor families on probably the hardest day of their lives, which is the day that they lose their loved one, asking them to make a very generous donation and a very generous gift.
You take a patient that has some kind of functional disability and you bring him back to life. That's really the kind of magic in this.
March is National Eye Donor Month, and eye banks around the country have a myriad of different activities.
Thanks for coming out. We're very lucky to have great weather today.
Today is the Gift of Sight celebration, where we've invited all of the donor families and recipients from the previous year.
It's an event that's designed to allow donor families to come with their children and just enjoy a wonderful day.
We are saying thank you to our donor families who have helped give the gift of sight to the recipients.
It allows the donor families to come and have some kind of commemoration or honor to someone that they lost, and kind of brings attention to the gift that they made.
I knew that my husband was an organ donor, and I knew he'd want to help people.
We had never talked about it. It was nothing that was ever in the plans. We just asked each other, and it was an immediate decision of yes.
Families that have lost someone and are grieving, one great way to help with that grieving process is to see how that gift has helped other people.
It has helped knowing that we have helped somebody.
Knowing that there are 3 people out there that can see because of my husband, and I think it's amazing.
It's a very good thing. It really is.
I couldn't see in gray light, I couldn't see in sunlight.
I wasn't even much able to see the big E on a chart.
I was working in the church and I couldn't do it because I couldn't see.
And then when I totally couldn't see to drive, I lost all my independence.
When you gradually lose vision, you start accepting these things as normal. Then being able to restore vision to someone who's gradually lost it over many years is tremendously rewarding.
After the surgery, my whole life is back. I am back to being a functioning human being in this world.
I could see better than I had seen before, way before.
The first thing I said when I opened my eyes was how much color there was in the world, that the sky was so blue and the trees were so green.
I'm thankful every day, I thank God every day.
And I do have to say thank you to all of the families who donate.
Without you, I wouldn't be able to see today. Every day I encourage people to become a donor. Like, I'm a donor if something happens, because we need it.
People talk about eyesight as something you can live without, and tissue is life enhancing. But when you give someone that gift, it changes their whole life. And that is just a joy to behold.
I am eternally grateful, and I would say thank you, but that seems like such an inadequate statement, because I know that they lost a loved one.
And I don't know how deep I can go into my heart to thank them, plus the doctors who work so hard to give us this sight.
Having a tragic loss to creating a miracle in sight, those are amazing stories, and to be a part of that in any way, shape, or form really gives people meaning and purpose.